Okay. Hello and welcome to our January town hall for our community. I see Bertha on here and Chris and Corrine, Sandy, Tammy, Tanya, uh, Brenda, a whole bunch of people on here. As you know, this will be recorded, so if there's something that you'd like to share with anyone else, feel free to send the link out once we provide it. But today's going to be a shorter presentation because I've reached out to our team and we don't have too many updates from Bianca and her team, as well as with Sherry. But we do have quite a few updates from programming. So Bridget's going to be taking on the bulk of today's town hall. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to hit the Q&A button and ask us questions, and we will type them or address them directly on this town hall. So before we get started, Bridget, do you want to go to the next slide? There we go. So we're going to start with our pledge. I've already said our welcome. I guess I could have switched that around the other way. And then Bridget's going to cover a reference guide and then some updates for provincial programs. And then Bianca's also on here in case there's any additional questions you may have. All right, so we'll go to the pledge and I will do it. So I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty,
my hands
my
to
hands to larger service, my health for better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. Thanks, Bridget. You even jumped on there. That was good. I was going a little fast there.
Sorry.
Okay. So as I already stated, if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you always. I always say thank you to all our volunteers for all the work you do in our community. I think a lot of people don't know this, but there's one volunteer for every member, every 3 members across Alberta, and that's pretty substantial. And the impact you make in the members' lives is significant. Okay, over to you, Bridget.
Awesome. Good evening, everyone. One of the few things that I'm talking about this evening are a few updates to our 4-H Alberta reference guide. So we did an update in October and we are doing an update this January, so it should be updated this week. I just wanted to quickly highlight those updates here. It'll also be mentioned in the scoop and at the first few pages of the reference guide. We highlight what has been updated and link those different sections so you can click around if you so choose. The first one is some budget recommendations from us, some things that we suggest for you. And the next one is that for Commit to Kids, 4-H Alberta, or sorry, 4-H Canada has accepted the Respect in Sport activity leader and Respect in Schools to be equivalent to the training for Commit to Kids. So that has been in place since October. However, just a small modification to that is that the certifications will be accepted for up to 3 years or until their expiration date, whichever comes first. You can ask any questions to Marissa, our leader training coordinator, and you can send your certificates to her as well. So the email is on the screen there, and then this information is also in the reference guide. There is also a new section in the appendices, which is content that's been reviewed and updated for a program that we were running last weekend for project leaders. So we have sections on conflict resolution skills, creating a vibrant club, inspiring members and adults, some program and lesson planning tips, how to get your the families in your clubs involved, and some information on sharing that leadership role. So if you have any questions about the reference guide, you can contact me. You can send me an email or give me a phone call. Happy to chat about it, answer any questions, or if you think that there's any gaps in the reference guide, I'm always here to make a list for the next update. All right, so this fall and early winter, we had quite a few programs. So the programs team has been quite busy running and supporting a huge range of programs. I wanted to give everyone a quick overview just so we can celebrate those great successes that happened in the fall with the programs team, and then also just let you know what's coming in the future. So here's some photos from the fall senior symposium, which was October 18th to 20th, just after our last town hall. It was at Circle Square Ranch. We had 100 members. It was so much fun. In the middle photo there, that's Grace, the 2025 Premier Award recipient, with Vanessa, who is the 2024 recipient. So Grace is on the right. So if you see her out in the community there, you can give her a big congratulations. And on the group photo on, I guess that's my right side, hopefully it's your right side, is all the ambassadors for the 2025 year. And there's all the ambassador information on our website. All right, so next we had a few weekends later, the programs team, with the support of the SALT committee, ran their second annual project in a weekend with a focus on leatherwork. There's a few photos there of the projects. It was absolutely fabulous just seeing the great things that those members made. The photo in the middle is from Agribition, which was the following week. So each year, a few members that do well in the provincial judging competition that's held the previous March are awarded the trip to the Canadian National 4-H and Youth Judging Competition, which is during Agribition in Regina. And then the photos on the right are from the Members Forum. So this is a 4-H Canada trip run every November in Toronto with members from across Canada. And this is a trip awarded at the Spring Senior Symposium. Looks like they had a great time, and there's a video on social media right now on Facebook and Instagram if you want to see all the other fun things that they did. All right, and in November as well, the Provincial Equine Advisory Committee's Provincial Equine Leaders Forum, so PELF, ran November 15th to 17th, and it had 54 delegates. And I wanted to send a special thank you out to the PELF Planning Committee for all of their hard work on this fabulous program. It was a huge success with educational and fun sessions and great networking opportunities. There's two photos from that program. All right, next. So over October and November, the programs team facilitated the virtual leader project sessions for beef, equine, salt, sheep, communications, and Cleaver Kids. I have a photo there in the middle from our Cleaver Kids session. And on the left side, we've got some photos from ambassador training that was held the same weekend as Hall of Fame and that enormous snowstorm. And then we've got some photos underneath here from last weekend. It was the programs team ran a Y-Lead training and for youth leaders, and a leader training called Project Leader Weekend. Is there anyone trying to get in, Kurt? Okay, thanks. Sorry, just got a note here. All right. Awesome. All right. So this is probably a little bit of an overwhelming slide. It has lots of information on it, but I thought that you could pause if you have it on YouTube. It has just a list of the programs that are happening right now. So the steer carcass competition is ongoing. We have the male match archery program, and the multi-species judging learning sessions are running this week on Thursday evening, and then in 2 weeks. And then what's next? So all of these programs are on the ORS, ready for you, ready for registration to open, or registration's already open, all except for the ultimate bullfighting experience. We're just ironing out a few more details and then that registration will go live. But we have the lamb carcass competition, the judging competition, the ultimate bullfighting experience, the spring senior symposium, and summer camps are right around the corner. And that is one of the last things from the provincial programs team. So registration is happening February 1st. Here's a fun photo from last summer, having a great time. And so for summer 2025, as I said, registration opens February 1st. Just one new thing that's coming in that I wanted to highlight is that we are piloting busing for just the combined camps this summer. See if people are out there that are interested in taking the bus to camp. It's a separate program on the ORS for you to register for. And we'll be posting individual summer camps over and photos from the last year on social media. And everything will go live on February 1st. But everything is on the website already, so you can look up information. And then the summer camp coordinator jobs is posted. It's on the website and on Indeed as well. So if you know anyone who is interested in working at the center this spring and summer to help plan and run those awesome programs, you can pass that job posting on to them. All right, so that is it for the programs team. I just wanted to touch on what the 4-H intro clubs team has been working on. They've been working really hard and it's growing. If you aren't sure exactly what 4-H intro clubs is, I recommend that you take a look at the fall town hall. The lead coordinator, Lori, did a awesome presentation on everything that program's all about. So please check out 4-H Alberta's YouTube for that. So what's new this winter is there's a club for new Ukrainians in Calgary and a club for homeschooling families. And then they're working on lots of opportunities to engage intro clubs members so they stay involved in 4-H, so they'll look for traditional clubs in the fall. And research is underway on expanding the program to other areas of the province, so you can stay tuned for that. We'll keep you posted. And always keep an eye out on the Scoop. The intro clubs team likes to post fun club ideas in the Scoop every month. All right.
Thanks, Bridget. I did get a message from Chris saying that there are people trying to get in, but I'm seeing people jump on and off this whole time. So if you've seen anything, Bridget, just let them in. But this presentation is pretty short today.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't see anybody.
Yeah, I don't see anything either. But for
No,
Chris
we
and
have
anyone
19
else,
participants and not seeing anybody waiting personally.
yeah, same. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks for that update, Bridget. We try and keep our town halls as respectful of your time as possible, but now if there's any questions, any additional questions about anything, just please either message on the Q&A or you can reach out to any of us after this if you want to reach out directly. Is there any additional questions? Our next town hall will be in the spring. It will be quite a bit more busy than this one. As you see, we have had a lot of programs over the last couple months, and we have a bunch more coming into the spring. But in the spring also, we have updates that will relate to running our events and getting the activity plans in and all of those kinds of operational things. But seeing no additional questions, this will be posted for anyone who missed. As both Bridget, Bianca, and we haven't seen anyone or any waiting room or anything. So we will post this, and if you've heard about anybody that can't join, just please let them know that the link will be up shortly. And this was a short presentation, and if they had any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Bianca, would you like to go over our sponsors, or do you have any updates with that? Or
No, we're still pretty early on in the season, so there are not a lot of updates to share, but I can definitely send a shout out and thank you to our partners if you want to progress the slide.
sounds good, Bridget?
So first and foremost, Government of Alberta, generous support all around. They also, as you may have remember from November, made a significant contribution to some of our traditional programs as well as the Intro to 4-H program. So that's amazing. Our Emerald Clovers, Alberta Recycling, AltaLink, the Calgary Stampede Foundation, and UFA. So if you haven't completed your UFA Funds 4-H Alberta Districts and Clubs funding application, the application is still open for another 10 days, just on a side note. Thank you to Gold Clovers, AFSC, Calgary Foundation, and Co-op. AFSC's application is now closed, so is the Co-op for growing members, or growing leaders, sorry, Co-op growing leaders, but we'll reopen it, I think, at some point this summer. And a thank you to the Calgary Foundation for the intro to 4-H donation. So a big list of silvers: ECOL, Scholarship, Alberta Beef Producers, AltaGas, brand new, Cargill, CPA Education Foundation, Fortis Alberta, Kubota, Lamb Lease. You should have received your coupons for Lamb Lease last week. Pembina, RBC Foundation, Secure. Secure has the awesome Metals for Good program. Check it out. It's a recycling program, kind of like our tire recycling and the electronics, but it's a little bit easier managed. And then TD, and we're going to launch TD financial confidence workshops in the next couple of months. Alberta Milk, ATB, BASF, Bayer, and Federation of Alberta Gas Co-ops, Gas Alberta, Glacier Farm Media, Lakeland, MCS Net. They're also having their contest out right now. Nutrien, Olds College, Richardson, Rocky County, and Viterra are some of our proud Bronze Clover sponsors. Green Clovers, FCC, Genome, Olds Regional Exhibition, and Plains. And then we have White Clovers, Alberta Land Producers, Livestock Identification Services, Leader Products, and PV. So PV Mods card is now updated on the website. You should find it in your download section. And then we'll have the 4-H Alberta Friends, Canadian Sheep Breeders Association, and Second Chance Livestock. And national partners, that's where we're getting some funding. It's AAFC, BASF, Bayer, FCC, Cargill, and RBC Foundation.
All right. Thank you very much, Bianca. And thank you to everyone who has attended this. Chris, thanks for your, it appears like there might have been a different link sent out for this Zoom. So for anyone who had that and you see this on YouTube, very sorry for that. We'll figure out what happened there and make sure that doesn't happen again. All right. On that note, we will wrap up our town hall. There's still no questions or answers. Again, the rest of our team will be on our next one, and we'll cover a lot more in the spring as we lead into our spring events. Thank you very much for everyone who has attended and who will watch this later. Have a great night.
Bye.